You're watching Traders Next Door. I'm your host, Eddie Katashabe from Forex Insights SA, and this is the Daily Scoop. This week is every trader's favorite DGen week, NFP, and it is all about the labor market this week. We have a whole bunch of labor market data coming in, and it is going to give us some insights as to what's going to happen on Friday for the main event. So let's pay attention. Starting off with JOLTS job openings, the job opening and labor turnover survey. In February, we got 7.74 million job openings that were created, and this was a slight increase from January's 7.51 million. So what this seems to indicate is that there is a steady increase in demand for labor despite the hiring slowdown. So March is expected to come out very similarly to how February's data came out. So we're pretty much expecting things to be flat as it is forecasted. Looking at ADP, which is NFP's private cousin, it only showed 77,000 jobs added into the market in Feb, and this is the smallest increase that we have seen in the last 7 months. And this seems to suggest that there is a massive slowdown in hiring, as 141,000 was what the forecast was. So there was a massive miss on that data. And March's figure is forecasted to be 118,000, but factors like the tariffs that we've come off, labor layoffs that we've had, a decrease in overall consumption of the economy and the like, suggests that we might see another miss when it comes to ADP. Unemployment claims have remained fairly steady throughout all 4 weeks of March. Looking at the last week, we had 224,000, and that 4-week average at 227,000. So the unemployment claims seem to remain steady throughout that 4-week period in March, and we're expecting 225,000 now in this first week of April. So things are looking to decrease ever so slightly, but it's been more or less stable on the unemployment claims side. So with these factors in mind and how the labor market is looking overall, what does that mean for NFP coming Friday? Well, the combination of the slowdown in hiring with the steady increase in job openings and increase for labor is painting a little bit of a mixed signal right now. It's a bit of a mixed bag. While we have instability in the job market, the demand for labor is still quite strong. So it does look like there is going to be a little bit of a turnover at some point, but whether or not we saw that turnover in March, and the data we're getting now on Friday is based on what happened in March, is anybody's guess. Employers seem very cautious but keen to hire new workers. So we might see a modest increase in payroll numbers. However, if that cautiousness proved a little bit more strong as it was in the previous months, we might see a little bit of a miss on NFP. So it is a little bit of a mixed bag right now as what we're going to see. However, with average hourly earnings and a unemployment rate looking to remain steady month on month, whatever the NFP number comes out as, it is looking like it's going to be a fairly significant one for the market that day. We also have Liberation Day coming up pretty quickly, April 2nd. Trump announcing a couple of the tariffs that he wants to impose, reciprocal tariffs in other countries. So this week is going to be very interesting in the market, and that might play a role as to how the market prices in the NFP print come Friday. So this week, going to be a very interesting one to trade, going to be a very significant one going forward, particularly with Liberation Day coming up soon. More on that on the next episode of TND. Be on the lookout. So we have a lot of factors to consider going into this week and into the next quarter that we're just starting now. So a lot of things to look out for, but you can have a little bit of a helping hand coming into NFP by trading with the 2Gs. You can use the code NFP20, get 20% any Vault Funder account challenge, and gain access to trade with the 2Gs live come Friday. Closing date is Wednesday because we have to register everyone in. So use code NFP20 to get yourself 20% off any Vault Funder challenge. Trade with the 2Gs live. This has been Traders Next Door. I've been your host,